Quarantine, you know the vibes. Zoom.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? It's GASHI. You're checking out Quarantine Questions on RapTV right now. This is episode 6. Watch that. Peace.
Yeah. You can quarantine the body, but you can't quarantine my soul.
So what's good, y'all? We got GASHI virtually in the building with us right now for Quarantine Questions with RapTV. I'm your host, ProTheGoat. What's good, bro, man? How's it going?
I'm good, man. I just flew into LA
Okay.
last night. I basically risked my life to come out here.
Yeah, you definitely did.
I was on tour, so I had to cancel my tour and go to New York and check on my parents when this whole thing really started, the whole coronavirus thing. And I never thought that I'd be stuck in a house with my parents during the pandemic. And I was like, okay, cool. First week, cool. Second week, cool. Third week, cool. And then it got into 2 months, and I'm just like, fuck, like I need to go home. So made sure they were good, and I got on a plane and flew back to LA. So now I'm at my studio / where I stay at.
Okay. But everything's good back home, right? The family?
Yeah, everything's good. I just have to make sure my family was good. My parents are super important to me. Like, family's super important to me. Like, the music stuff is last. Like, my family comes first. God, family first. Everything else is after.
Well, since you're back, and this is your quarantine interview, we got to ask you, what have you been doing now that you're back in the quarantine?
I've been learning how to cook.
Okay.
I've been chefing it up in New York. I also picked up Xbox. Like, I never really played. I never really played games. That was never my thing.
Bro.
Like, yeah, I always play sports in real life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm an all-city, all-American football player. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I really did. I played football and I paint and stuff like that. So I just picked up new things like cooking, playing video games, and I just been painting a lot. I paint and working on new music. I've been releasing new music.
So yeah, by the way, man, congratulations on the Butterfly EP. You dropped it a little over a week ago. It's definitely going crazy. What's been the reception on it?
Man, honestly, let me tell you something, bro. Like, I'm getting way more. Like, I've dropped my album and got great feedback, but I've never gotten feedback like this. This EP was something I just put together for the fans while they waited for quarantine to be over, so I could drop my album 1984. I dropped this. I put it together. Special music. I put 4 songs out, and I dropped the same day. As Drake dropped his album.
Yes, you did.
I expected people to not even give a fuck, But the thing that was crazy was the replies, the tweets, the Instagram comments. Like, people really love Butterflies. I put my nephew on the cover, me holding him, and in front of the old building where I used to live. And the project is special to me, you know what I'm saying? And I think the reason why people love it so much, bro, is because it's only 4 tracks. And I think what that does is it makes somebody be able to, like, really take in all the music.
Yeah, for sure.
I think at a time like this where nobody really is trying to give anything a full attention, I think the best thing to do is drop little by little. You can't be dropping too much music. And I think I did it perfect. Everybody loves it, and I'm so happy about that.
Dope, man. And you also dropped the music video to Butterflies. I heard that what really made that video special to you was the fact that your parents shot a lot of the clips that were in the actual video, right, with their iPhone.
Yeah. So the spots you see me performing, like, those are all shot by my parents.
Oh, your mom shot it, right? She's a videographer.
Mom and dad, yeah, because I was quarantined with them, so they were just using the iPhone to shoot it. And a lot of the edit was from my friend Brendan here. He's from London.
Okay, dope. What's up, man? It's good.
Yeah, we just linked up today. I was sending him the footage, and he was editing all the footage. So he made all that look like my parents were like Scorsese or something, like, he made all that look crazy. But, like, yeah, man, my parents shot the video for Butterflies. I had me and my nephew at the end, who was on the cover running in the video.
Okay.
Yeah, so, like, that was special because, like I said, man, family is everything to me. Family means so much to me, and the fact that I could have my family be a part of my career and be like, yo, you never know, bro. Like, what if the video hits like 100 million views? Like and you know, years from now, I'd be like, yeah, my parents shot that. Like, that's special. You know, those are the things I live for.
So the entire video was actually shot on an iPhone?
Yeah, like the entire,
shit.
well, like the performance scenes are all iPhone, and the rest of the scenes are all scenes that he had, that Brendan had saved in his computer. So he made all that happen and put it all together, just to finesse it, because we trap. I can't really shoot the video I want for it. And I'll tell you this, bro, like if I had a $250,000, $300,000 budget for the video, I guarantee you it wouldn't have been as cool as it was the way we shot it. You know what I mean?
True. And like, just real quick, let's side note real quick, because I know your mom does videography and stuff. How did she even get involved with that?
Well, my mom never did videos. But when in the beginning of my career, I would have my mother. I would drive with my mother because she was the only one that believed in my music. I would drive my mother in New York City because I edit and I shoot my own videos. People don't know that I shot and edit majority of my videos in the beginning of my career using Final Cut. I learned how to use it off of YouTube, and I just started doing it myself. And in the beginning of my career, I would drive around the city with my mother and have her hold the camera, and then I just like press record and I'd shoot it and edit. So like my parents are immigrants, like they don't really know about cameras and all that stuff. Like they really came from the mud. Like they don't really know technology like that, you know. But like I'm blessed enough to have them like believe in me enough to be like holding the camera up or doing little things like that. And that's what, you know, and if you look at that video too, I added a bunch of baby videos of me as a kid.
I was gonna ask you about that. Was that in Africa?
That was in Switzerland. Those videos were in Switzerland, yeah. But like, if you look at that video, a lot of those video clips were shot by my parents. So it's like they were shooting me my entire life. You know what I mean? So why not have them continuing to shoot me and record me?
It kind of came full circle.
It came full circle, yeah. So that's why that video is special to me.
Facts. And honestly, like, bro, you have such an incredible story, man. Like, I think, like, personally, I feel like you're the definition of the word perseverance. Just given everything you had to go through to where you are today, you know what I mean? Like, just honestly, like, that's, you know.
I mean, it's been a journey, bro. Like, you know, it's been so long, and I hate, you know, you meet a lot of artists who have stories like mine, and like it's been a grind, you know, 10 years, whatever. Like, there's so many artists. Like Doja Cat's one of them. Doja Cat's been doing it for so long, and she's now popping and doing her thing. And like, so many artists have their own story, man. And I think that the best thing I did was not quit, bro. Like, this thing is really real. Like, you can make money off of your music if you're good, you know, if you're good. Even if you're bad.
Even if you're not good.
Yeah, even if you're not good. I'll take that back. Even if you're not good, there's somebody out there that loves garbage music, you know?
Facts.
So there's a fan for everybody, you know what I mean? Like, some people think my music is garbage, you know? But then majority of the people that like it put money in my pocket, you know what I mean? So like, whoever you are, if you believe in it and you feel like you can do it, then you can do it, you know?
Sure.
But it has been a fucking journey, and you know, like, I'm not from this country. I came to this country. I became an artist. I started off rapping. Now I'm a pop artist. I see myself as a rapper / pop artist. Like, what's Kanye West? Kanye West is a pop artist. Like, he makes rap. Right? He does popular music. That's what it is. Pop music is popular music. So
it is.
I make all genre types of music, and 10 years later, dude, you know, even before I signed to Jay-Z, even before I signed to RCA Records, like, before all that, like, I was signed. You know what I mean? I was signed to a guy named Jason Flom, and who signed Katy Perry, Lord, and everybody. And then I ended up getting dropped. So what, for anyone watching this, because I know a lot of kids follow your page, because you guys are known to be fucking with the youth, and I respect that. That's why I love following the page. I just want kids to know, like, bro, like, in this world, you have so many chances. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people don't, but the people that do have new chapters are people that fight for it. I've had so many chapters in my life, so many chances, you know? And it's like 2 Chainz. 2 Chainz was Titty Boy, and then he was 2 Chainz, and you have
reinvented himself.
Yeah, you have so many lives in your career. You have so many new times and new chapters. So I feel like in 10 years, bro, I had so many chapters in my career, and now it's finally happening. I started singing, and the shit's finally moving, and this shit is crazy. The fact that like it took me to start singing for me to pop off. You know, when I was rapping, it wasn't really popping off as much.
To the point where I feel like even now, you're a different artist than you were 3 years ago. Wouldn't you say that?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, because you never stop learning. You know what I mean? I feel like you never stop learning. Like, so many things that could have stopped me from doing what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when I was driving through New York City with Post Malone playing our music, because this is before he popped off, we would drive around, listen to our music. Who would have thought Post Malone was going to be the biggest artist in the world? You know what I mean? This was a kid that was playing his music to me in my mom's car. You know what I mean? When I met A$AP Rocky, like, I never thought Rocky would be the fashion icon artist, like crazy, like musician, you know what I mean? So these people that were around me in my life, I feel like they somehow, some way showed me that it could be done. And I always had the mentality. I just feel like everybody has a different story to tell. Everybody has a different way of getting there. You know, like Jay-Z goes, remember in the one song he says, then he said, fuck, I don't know what song was it, where he said, then Big drop and Illmatic had it locked. He's like, and then I'm like, damn, I'm gonna be a failure. He was like, that's what I was thinking. He's like, I'm gonna be a failure. But look at Jay, bro. Jay's the #1 rapper, #1. And he didn't pop off as fast as the other people that he just named, Nas, all these other artists that came before him. And Jay's still here and still around. So I feel like everyone's story is different. You know what I mean? And I feel like it took me a while to get here, but I'm nowhere near where I want to be. And I think it's just going to be one of those stories where it's like, damn, bro, like, yo, this dude's been around. Like, people are saying he's a new artist. He's been around, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm waiting for those stories, you know?
And even like when you were riding up with, like you said, with Post Malone, like, had he dropped White Iverson yet at that time or no?
He just dropped it.
Okay. Because it popped off on SoundCloud, I remember. It was like 2014.
Yeah. It's popping off on SoundCloud. And but it was not big yet. You know what I mean? It was just something we threw on SoundCloud. It was getting a little love, went to South by Southwest and made noise. And then really, really hit when he signed the Republic and got shit moving. But like, you know, like, all those artists, man, Big Sean's a big influence on me too, and now I'm friends with them. You know what I mean? Chris Brown, like, I love Chris Brown, bro. I grew up listening to Chris Brown. Now I'm friends with him. I worked on his album. I did like 4 songs on there with him. You know, like the thing that's so crazy, bro, is like this shit's all possible. Like, I just want any kid that's watching this interview just to let them know, like, bro, this shit is so possible. Like, don't let nobody make you feel like, oh, nah, you not good. Because, you know, them comments be hurting sometimes.
Oh, hell yeah. Savages.
Because I be getting hate comments all the time. I get more love than hate, I'll tell you that. But when I do get some hate comments and like say I see a link, whatever, like I always get hate comments from another like artist who has like a SoundCloud link. I'll click it sometimes, you know, just to see like what they sound like, you know, why are they so mad? And sometimes.
Have they ever been good?
Majority of them are trash, but like sometimes you'll find a good one, you know, and then I'll be like, I'll copy the link and I'll paste it to them and I'll say, yo, this is fire. And then they'll write me back and be like, yo, like, I just said,
to get attention sometimes.
Yeah, to get attention. Like, I love your shit, bro. Boom, boom, boom. And I'd be like, man, it's cool. I'm not even mad at that, bro. Like, you know, I'm not even mad. I hope you get success somehow. I just want to let you know your song's fire, you know?
Dope. That's what's up, man. Well, like I said, you do have an incredible story. So let's take it back one time. I'm gonna take you down memory lane a little bit and let me ask you some questions about your whole life. Like,
okay.
So I'm sure a lot of people know that you're from Albania, right? And you traveled 24 countries as a refugee to get to the USA. But for those that don't know, like you said, the younger generation that are just tuning in, can you just kind of give us a brief, like in a nutshell, like kind of how your whole journey from Albania to the USA was like?
Okay, so I was born in Libya. Okay. Both of my parents are from Albania. They're both from Kosovo. Okay. And they had me and my sister in Libya. They were refugees. So then from there, I just remember traveling so many countries, but the last place I was in before, like those footages that I posted on Butterflies, the video, I never had those footages. All those videos are video. I always get videos and pictures leak online because my parents would ask other family members or like other people if they could if they could stay over and sleep for a day or two before they could move on to the next country. So a lot of the photos and videos that leak online that I get them in my DM or somebody would tag me like, is this you? Like a lot of those photos are from me traveling. So those videos you seen, I never had those videos. My parents used their camera and gave them their camera back. So those videos and pictures are all stuff from my parents kind of asking people if they could stay over there for a day. So you see me, my brother, my sister, and we're all in one room. So you'll see a lot of that happening while I'm traveling. That's what happened. A lot of traveling happened, but while traveling, I never really had no baby pictures like that. I never had no videos like that. The only time I see videos and pictures of me is when somebody that from my past life leaks it online and says, "Oh, I know him. I have a connection to him," and then they leak the picture or video.
Yeah, and you never even like drank soda until you went to Germany, right? How old were you?
Yeah. Now I drink it every fucking day.
How old were you during that time when you first had soda?
I was a kid. I was about I would say about 9, 10.
Okay, and like I'm sure you've had several cultural shocks that way, right? But go ahead, tell me the story.
Yeah, man. But like that's what I'm saying. Like I fell in love with what was on TV when I was in Germany. I saw like Coca-Cola commercials, and I saw Michael Jackson while I was traveling the world. I saw Michael on TV all the time, like doing Pepsi commercials and stuff like that. But like the first like commercials I saw, the first sneakers, all that, McDonald's, all that was a big influence in me. Michael Jordan, like all that was all the stuff that I wanted. All the cool kids wore the cool Nike sneakers. Like I wanted the Nike sneaker. I wanted those things because I never had them, even when I came to America, bro, like Payless was home for like 6 years, you know what I mean? And then I finally got my first pair of sneakers when I got my job in Harlem. I was working at a jewelry store, you know what I mean? Like first pair of real like Jordans, retros, like, you know what I mean? Like buying my own shit. So the last country before we came to the States was Germany. And then I moved to Brooklyn and I was basically raised in Brooklyn.
Okay, cool. And then I remember you saying that one of the first big rappers that you really worked with was Nipsey Hussle, right? Rest in peace to the legend.
Yeah. Rest in peace,
How
Nipsey,
was that?
man. Like, so Post Malone's manager, who's Post Malone's manager now, Austin, he used to manage me first in 2000, and he was like one of my homies, and he introduced me to Nipsey and played him a record, and Nipsey liked it, and he did the record with me. We linked up in New York, and then he cut the record, and that was the first feature I ever did. I was still in school, and then like I had a conversation with him, and I told him like, yo, I was thinking about dropping out, and he's like, yo, homie, you could do it. Like this is like, you know what I mean? He's like, get shit tight, and like boosted me, like gave me the confidence to feel like I could do it. And then that's when I dropped out after I met Nip.
So basically, Nipsey kind of convinced you to drop out then.
Yeah, man. Like something about him, like, in a room with him, he's not regular. Like, like sure. It's sad. It's sad that it took him to die for a lot of people to appreciate him and like see that. But if the world would be in a room with Nipsey, they'd understand that everything people are saying about him is real. Because a lot of people say nice things about people when they die. I think everything people are saying about Nipsey is so real. Like he was Jesus, bro. Like that man was like godly, like when you're in a room with him, when he speaks, like you want to listen, like, he means what he's saying. It comes from the heart. That he's a real dude, And when he told me that, man, like that shit really convinced me to like really drop out. Like he made me believe like I was lit. Like even when I wasn't, like I wasn't, bro, I was 18 when I met Nipsey, bro. I was 18, bro. Like I was a kid in college, like trying to figure it out. And then boom, I did the record, it came out, shit was buzzing. And the thing that's so funny was,
what's the name of that song?
Never Coming Back.
Okay.
The shit that was so funny was one of my boys uploaded this shit he uploaded the video to World Star and wrote new rapper signs to Jay-Z Rock Nation as a joke, and it went viral.
Oh, for real?
The video went viral, and 8 years later I really signed to Jay-Z. So
it actually happened.
Yeah, so it's funny. Whatever you put out in the universe, I feel like really comes to life.
For sure. And around that time too, you also worked with French Montana, who's from Morocco, and you saw similarities in him, right?
Yeah. I love French, man. I think French, one of French's best, one of French's most talented, best things he has is like he has an ear for beats, man. Like he knows, you know what I'm saying? He knows when a beat's gonna go, when it's not. You know what I mean? At the time, I met Lex Luger through French. I met Bun B. I met Slim Thug. Slim Thug. I met so many. I met Currency. I smoked weed with Currency because of French. Like I got cool with Currency. I met so many artists through French. French is really, since 2010, French has always been like a big bro to me, you know, because when I dropped out, I was just sleeping in the studios. I couldn't go back home. So like watching French blow up and like start fucking with Kardashians and stuff like that, like that's when I knew like the shit was really, you know, like I was able to do it too, you know. So
for sure. And all the stuff right now happening around French, like I know he's your bro, but like you could totally be honest. Do you feel like he has more hits than Kendrick Lamar? Just your opinion.
I think French Montana and Kendrick make two different types of music. Okay. You know what I mean? But I think both of them have hits. I just can't compare them. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you this, man. I read a lot of comments on like people trying to like laugh at French as if like he don't have hits. I think it's a joke.
He's got low key hits. He's got hits. Man.
But it's not even low key though. I think it's super high key. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was watching this video where they were playing Kendrick songs and they were playing French songs. And back on Hot 97. Right? Huh? They were going. I saw that too. Yeah, like did you hear those songs? Like yeah. Bro, like people can say whatever they want to say about French Montana. At the end of the day, he stood his ground, and I feel like he said he stood his ground and he protected himself. I feel like if you don't protect yourself in the game, if you don't believe in yourself, then who will? You know what I mean? Yeah, no, so facts. I love Kendrick Lamar, bro. I'll tell you guys something that I never told anybody before in my life. And one day I saw Kendrick when I was getting tattooed, same time as him. I just didn't want to bring the story up because I don't like bringing. I have a lot of stories with people in the past, and I don't want them seeing me as the kid from the past. But I helped Kendrick Lamar. I gave Kendrick Lamar a ride. I gave Kendrick Lamar a ride to Times Square, and like he hopped in the car. We gave him a ride.
Like randomly, you didn't know him or
randomly back in the day. Yeah.
Oh shit! Like just,
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I never told anyone that. It's just weird. But he got out of SOBs. He did a freestyle, and he had to go back to his hotel.
He just he just waved you guys down and was like,
no. We were talking to him because
okay.
Because he did what was his name? The dude who was in Slaughterhouse.
Joel Ortiz.
No.
Crooked Eye.
Joe Budden. Who was it?
Crooked Eye.
Crooked.
Okay.
He had a CTE or something like that, crew that was rapping, and they brought Kendrick out, and he did a quick freestyle, and then
Circle of Bosses.
Yeah, I think so. He did a quick freestyle and got off stage, and I knew Kendrick. No one really knew Kendrick like that. It was New York. No one really knew him like that. He was really popping, and he needed to go to his hotel and whatever he was doing in New York. And then me and my homies, we gave him a ride, and then we dropped him off. And I've ran into Kendrick a bunch of times.
Have you brought it up?
No, I've never brought it up. It's so long. I doubt he even remembers that. You know what I mean? But like that kid's story is so amazing, bro. Like
for sure.
To see him do what he's done is just incredible, bro. Like that's why when I think that's why people feel the way they do towards French is because like Kendrick is that guy, you know what I'm saying? And it's like he's so good at Kendrick is so good at being like a 90s celebrity. You feel me? Like he's such an old celebrity, even though he's a young man. He's he has a way of portraying to, like, he has a way of being an old celebrity in 2020 where he just drops music. That's all we hear from him, and then we never see him again. I think that is a talent itself.
It is. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't drop and then dip for like a couple years and still have people excited when they drop again. You know, like that doesn't happen.
Yeah. I love Kendrick, man, you know, but my favorite TDE member is Schoolboy Q.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Fact.
and I love Ab Soul because of the Book of Soul. That's my favorite song ever.
Man, Ab Soul's lyricism just be on another level, bro.
Yeah, the Book of Soul, man. I cried, man, when I heard the Book of Soul. That shit's so fire to me. Like TDE is all of them are amazing, but yeah, Schoolboy Q is my favorite favorite TDE member.
For sure. And honestly, taking it back in those days, you were really grinding. You know, like you were giving out your CDs to everybody from DJ Envy to Angela Yee to even Kanye West. How was meeting Kanye West even through that short interaction y'all had?
Yeah, I mean, bro, it's crazy because I'm friends with Mike Dean now, you know.
Okay.
And he always brings me up to people, like anybody he meets who's like, yo, like I'm trying to do music, I'm homeless type vibes. He always like, yo, you could do it. GASHI did it. He always brings me up to people, and it's funny. Like now I'm taking jets with Mike. Last time I saw Mike Dean, we were flying in on a jet to LA from Vegas. So like the shit that's so crazy is like I met Kanye West on the street. I was homeless. I gave him my CD. He took my homie CD, flicked it, felt bad, came back, because he was walking around shopping last minute before they flew out to Paris. And I met Hit Boy for the first time. Now I'm friends with Hit Boy. I met Hit Boy for the first time before he did the Paris song. And it's crazy because I got stories like this for days where I met everybody before they popped off. Every single person. Like I always meet them and then they pop off. I met Hit Boy in front of the Mercer building, and he's like, yeah, I'm Hit Boy. Like I'm a producer. Like I'm working with Kanye on the shit right now. He's super quiet. Still is. That's how Hit move. He's just legend. But I met Kanye, came up to me, took my CD, and was like, I'm gonna listen to it. And I'm glad if he didn't listen to it, I'm glad he didn't. You know what I mean? Because that shit was whack. I'm happy that like I didn't pop off then, because I was so whack. I was trying to be a rapper so much. I should have stuck to my singing, you know what I mean? Like I was just trying to rap and shit, but I was singing on the hooks, but like I wasn't as good as now. So
and it's funny too, because the way that you said how you just like ran into Kanye on the street and handed him a CD, that's kind of very similar to what Cudi did, right? And I know you're a fan of Cudi.
I love Cudi. That's the first beat I ever did.
For real?
Yeah, that's the first. That was the first. The first time I recorded was on a Cudi beat.
What beat was it? I mean, what song was it?
It was off the first tape.
Kid Named Cudi?
Yeah.
That's my favorite. I was actually gonna ask you what your favorite Kid Cudi album or song was.
All of them. I mean, like, yeah, bro. Like, I wanted to be Cudi and Kanye so bad, bro. Like, words can't express like that. Those were the guys I wanted to be so bad. I wanted to be Phil Collins, Kanye, and Cudi, like so bad. Like it's so crazy. Like, cause I'm friends with Dot now. Like a bunch of people are friends with Cudi. We have mutual friends. Like it's so crazy. But like, bro, like I don't think anybody wanted to be Kid Cudi as much as me and Travis. Like I think Travis is another dude that I met that I was like, okay, this dude wants to be Cudi so bad.
Yeah, for sure. And around that time too, honestly, like that was around where some of the biggest artists today were just starting to come up, right? So you had Big Sean coming up, you had J. Cole, you had Drake, who were all starting to get big. Do you remember Dat Piff?
Yeah, bro, Dat Piff, bro.
You have albums on there?
Yeah, I have my shit on Dat Piff, bro. If you wasn't out on Dat Piff, then you wasn't lit. And Dat Piff,
exactly.
Yeah. I upload my shit on Dat Piff. I have like 2 tapes on Dat Piff.
Well, honestly, right off the bat, I would like you to know that I have a gift for you.
What is it? Wait, oh shit!
Do you remember
That's
this?
Crazy, bro. Let me tell you something, bro.
Bro, look at this. You open it up and it's a juice box. They just dropped this.
Cushion OJ, bro. What the fuck, bro? That's crazy, bro. You know,
that was my shit.
That's crazy. That's a crazy moment right there, bro. That moment right there when that tape came out was when like music changed forever, because I was in college and I was wondering who the fuck this guy was because I wanted to take this shit serious. And then the Wiz shit happened, bro. Like when he put out his shit, every bitch was bumping that shit in my dorm room, and I was trying to come up like him because he was doing the videos and uploading them himself, bro. Like that tape right there shifted music.
I completely agree. We used to jam out to every single song on there. And the crazy part is I come from an era where like everything is bars, right? If you weren't super lyrical punchline, then we weren't fucking with it. So that was kind of the first time where I feel like music kind of shifted, like with Wiz and with Cudi, where they were more like the vibe, the sound, the feel, the melodies. It wasn't so much about punchline. And that got to be the cool shit at the time. You know what I mean? It switched it over.
100%, bro. Like, yo, bro, let me tell you something, bro. Like, I love Rocky to death. Rocky's one of my favorite artists ever. A$AP Rocky, like, but like, I remember when I heard Rocky for the first time when he said, rolling blunts, rolling doobies up, smoking section.
Yeah.
I thought it was Wiz.
That's crazy. That does make sense though.
I thought it was Wiz, and then I looked into the video. I was like, "Holy shit, who the fuck is this?" But like Wiz, when Wiz first came out, bro, I'm telling you, Wiz influenced so many people, and they could say whatever they want, bro. That man came through with sound, and I thank Spitta for that too. I thank Currency for it because I think Spitta kind of helped out too, make Wiz like what he is, you know.
Definitely.
Like Wiz himself a star. Everybody know that, but like I got put on to Wiz listening to Currency.
Dope. Yeah, because they were doing a lot of stuff together back then. I remember. For sure. And you just saying how you ran into damn near everybody back in the day. You even ran into Jay-Z before you got signed at a book signing, and he kind of just tossed your mixtape in the trash. Like, talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was crazy. My boy Joe was like, "Yo, man, like, Jay-Z's doing book signings, but I can't leave my job. Can you do it for me?" And I was like, "All right, give me the bread. I ain't doing shit anyway." So I went and I basically like collected. I basically collected $1 off of everybody online, trying to get the book myself. And then I thought, if I get this signature, I could slide my mixtape inside the book, and he'll probably hear it and sign me. But yeah, I waited online for hours. I finally get there. He says, "What's up?" Asks for my name to sign the book, and then grabs my CD and just throws it in the trash, like real smooth with it, you know. And I don't blame him, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad he did that shit, you know.
Honestly, with J. Cole, it was the same exact experience, and then you both got signed to Roc Nation afterwards. That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, I'm glad he did that shit. And I still have the book too, you know what I'm saying? I still have the book signed and everything in my mom's house.
Did you ever bring it back up to him?
I never even brought that up. I'm sure he watched the interviews. I never even brought that up to him, you know. But like, you know, yeah, man, I'm glad he did that shit, bro. Like everything that's ever happened to me in my life, I'm glad it did. You know what I mean?
Because
I was never ready, man. I was never ready. I was never ready to be the artist I wanted to be. Like I was never ready. So like I'm glad that shit went the way it did, you know, because look at the way things are now. Like all the artists that I used to fuck with, majority of them fell off. They're not even relevant.
Yeah. No, that's true.
I'm glad that took a while, but now I'm the one caking. I'm the one with the hits. I'm the one writing songs, and it's everything happened for me when it's supposed to happen. So I'm kind of happy that it did.
No doubt. And I feel like with every single artist out there, there's always his ups and downs, right? It's just kind of the way it is as far as having a career in the music industry. Was there ever something that happened to you where like, now looking back, you're like, I'm so glad I got past that, but something that brought you close to like quitting?
All right, I'll tell you this crazy story.
Okay.
I'm glad I don't got no problems with Post Malone, right? But it was one time we got into it together. We got into a style. We had like a little static because he wore a coat of mine, and I kind of was like, he wore some of my clothes, whatever, for a video, and him and I got into it, even though like we don't got no problems no more and it's over with because we talked about it, we text each other, we finished it, and I'm glad that we did that. But that around that time, we kind of stopped talking, and I put out the song called Switch Up, and everything was just going bad. It got to a point where I was like I lost somebody I was cool with. And then I put out the song called Switch Up. I was friends with this girl named Stara, who was writing all the hits in LA for everybody, Travis, to everybody. She was doing all the hooks and shit, like writing big hits. And she wrote a hook for me called Switch Up, and I put it out. And I finally felt like I was catching my big break because the song hit 500,000 plays the first fucking day. Hit 500,000 plays. That's huge, you know, for an artist that was not known.
Yeah.
And then Mustard tried to sign me, and everybody was calling. And it's like the song got taken down. The song got stripped down on my birthday. The next day, the song got taken down. And I just felt like nothing was going my way.
Why?
And it got taken down because R.Kelly bought the hook from her. And she picked R.Kelly over me. You understand what I'm saying? Because she wanted to get paid. So, you know, another advice I have to people watching this shit, especially young generations who come to LA, nobody got love for you in LA. In LA, music business equals Hunger Games. You gonna die. You gonna die. If you think you have friends here, you gonna die. They're gonna turn on you any second. So I had to learn quick. So that was the moment I saw my song get taken down, and because R. Kelly bought the hook and they took it down, and then RCA took it down. It's funny because I'm signed to RCA now. So the same guy that took it down when they were trying to sign me, and it was a boardroom where I went viral, he was in the room, and I called him an asshole for taking it down in front of everybody.
You knew it was him?
Yeah, I know everybody. I know every name. I know every face. I'm very petty, like with shit like that. Like when somebody do me dirty, I remember that. I remember that shit. I take that shit to the grave. Like I remember everything. So yeah, that's what happened. I remember that moment. I felt like I was never gonna get on. So, but yeah, man. But everything, bro. All the problems, everything that's ever happened to me in my past. Now I laugh, bro. You know, I just stay positive and I remember, you know, I always remember who helped me. And I always remember who fronted on me, you know, like two things I always remember, you know, and I take that shit with me forever, you know what I mean? So
no doubt. And even if you fast forward, right, to like happier times, DJ Snake fucking finds you on SoundCloud, and was there a song specifically that caught his attention that he brought up to you when he first spoke to you?
My song Rose Gold, my song Switch Up. All my songs.
Okay.
I did a song with Travis Scott and Quavo, and then he wanted it for his album.
Oh, okay. It was the Oh Me Oh My, right?
Yeah. So
I fuck with that joint. And
yeah, DJ.
And this is actually around the first time that I first heard of you. And I think I remember your name being spelt with a number 4 in it.
Yeah, I killed it. I got the 4 tatted on my face now because I don't have 4 on my name no more.
So why'd you make that transition into the putting the number in there and then taking it out?
Because I kind of blew up, low key blew up in the label because I went viral and I ended up signing to RCA Records because the video went viral. I was on a plane with 30,000 followers. As soon as the fucking shit landed, I was at 536,000.
That's crazy.
I went viral from a video of me dancing and turning up at the RCA building, and what that did was it got me signed to a label, and then because of the record Disrespectful got me the meeting, but that video made them really sign me. And then they put me on the road, so I was going from state to state because that's what artists do. They go on a radio tour, so you go from radio station to radio station and you tell them to play your song. So that's what I was doing, and every radio station I went to, they were like, "We have G4She in the building," and that shit kind of pissed me off, bro.
That's
like,
annoying, right?
Yeah, that's not my name, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's not my name, bro. I'm not G4She, and so I was like, yo, fuck it. I'm gonna change my name. I'm gonna put A in it, and that's it. I'm Gashi now. You know, it's my real name too. It's not a made up name. It's my real name. Gashi's my real name.
So originally, it was like a marketing plan from the label or something.
Nah, it was just me getting sick of people saying my name wrong, bro. Like, you know, like
I mean, putting the 4 in it originally.
putting the four in there originally. I did it because October 4th is my birthday,
Oh, okay, okay.
and the four and number four and number 23 are my lucky numbers. So my entire life, the number 4 followed me everywhere. So I put the 4 in my name back in the day, and I was just like, that's how I spelled it, G4SHI. And anybody who knew me knew that 4 was an A. But people nowadays can't break shit down. You know what I mean? They're not as intelligent. They'll say six slack. They'll say
Yeah.
six slack instead of saying black, you know?
I know.
So I just didn't want to deal with that shit. And I just just saved everybody's time and I don't want to explain myself when I do radios. Like, play the song. Like, I don't need to talk about my name, like stuff like that. So I saved everybody's money and time, and I just took the 4 out of my name. And
Sure.
once I killed the 4, I put a 4 on my face, and that's that.
Okay, for sure. And then when you went and did because you just talked about it a little bit, when you went to go help Travis Scott and Quavo put together the song with DJ Snake and everything, would you say that you kind of helped craft that whole like the sonics and everything of Travis Scott during that time? Because I see a lot of similarities in Disrespectful and some of the stuff Travis was doing. So I was wondering if you played a role there.
I don't know, bro. Like me and Travis had the same manager.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it at that because I feel me and Trav are very similar. You know what I mean? And me and Post are very similar too. You know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know, bro. I love Travis. I love Post. We're very similar. And at the time, I wasn't listening to nobody. I always wanted to be Kanye. I always wanted to be Cudi. And I love my rock bands, my rock music, and I love the legendary music that I listen to. I love music, you know. So, you know, at the time it was just weird, you know, the fact that me and Trav were kind of doing similar things, you know, and it's just the way it is, bro. Artists is just the way it is. Look, I'm dropping a 1984 album. After my 1984 album, I'm dropping an acoustic album where I'm like the trap Ed Sheeran. I'm a pop star, right? So the other day I saw Tory Lanez post a video saying he's dropping an 80s album, then he's doing an Ed Sheeran album. He said exactly what I said. So now what am I gonna do? Go on the internet and say he stole my shit? No, you know what I'm saying? Even though I know he's known for stealing shit, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna sound ignorant and say things like, "Oh, he's stealing my shit," because that's not it. You know, I feel like great artists think alike. So
that's facts. That's facts. There's gonna be a lot of similar ideas too.
Yeah, man, you can't be out here saying people stealing your shit, but I know for a fact that me and Travis make good music, and I'm happy that I work with Travis, and I can't wait to work with Travis again. You know, I think, yeah, because I think I have so much music that him and I are gonna kill. Like when the time is right, and I'm in the room with Travis after he's done driving his Bugatti all over the place, we going.
And honestly, I'm a big fan personally of Disrespectful and of the music video too.
Thank you, bro. I shot that myself.
For real? You shot and edited yourself?
Well, like I shot that with no budget. Like the same dude that shot Russ's video. This ain't what they want, whatever the song was. What was the song? I don't even know the song, but what they want, something like that.
Yeah. I know.
And the guy that shot that video shot my Disrespectful video for free, and we shot it in Vegas, and I edited the video with him.
Okay, well, I mean, please tell me Ace of Fades cut you a check for that name drop.
No. You know, Ali's my boy, man. Ace of Fades is the best barbershop in LA.
I have a homie that works there. He cuts there.
Really?
Yeah, I do. Which is why I knew it as soon as I saw it. I was like, oh shit, I've been there before.
Yeah, bro. Ace of Fades, man. Ali's my brother, man. I love him. He's been cutting me forever. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I hate the way I look without my hat on. I look old as fuck. I don't ever, you know what I'm saying? I look older without my hat on. But Ace of Fades, man. Ali's been shaping me up. I had this beard since I was like 3 years old, man. Like, he's been shaping me up. That's my brother, so I have to give him a shout out, you know. And I think what made that record go, what that record changed my life. If that record never happened, we would not be on this phone right now, because that record changed my life. That record made me $200,000, man. First like month.
Got your first home, right?
Yeah, got me my first home and everything. That record right there changed everything, bro. Like I did that record, and then, bro, like the shit fucking changed everything. Like my mom recorded me dancing to it, and it went viral, bro. It's over. And the person I owe so much to is this guy named Tuma, who used to work at Spotify, who used to do the Rap Caviar thing. Because I don't think Rap Caviar is popping now. I don't.
It was way bigger before.
Yeah, I don't think people talk about it. It's not. I don't think people talk about it anymore like they used to. But back in the day, if you want Rap Caviar, you were relevant. You know what I mean? So this is before it became politics, where your song could be trash but still be on there. One thing that I loved about Tuma is he ain't played the politic game. He liked it, he posted it. If he ain't like it, you couldn't pay him to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Now they got some other shit going on. The worst songs up there. I'm just like, how the fuck is this song lit?
So where did Disrespectful take off first? Was it the music video taking off first? Was it Spotify?
Music video taking off first. Yeah, the shit's taking off first, but the numbers are doing well on Spotify. And then Tuma boosted my shit and posted it. I had a meeting with Tuma, and then Tuma was like, yo, French brought you up. See how the world works? I met French 8 years later. I had to meet French for French to tell Tuma, oh yeah, he grinded. This kid, I know this kid for a while. Damn, that's crazy that he's popping up. And then Tuma was like, damn, really? He's been around that long? He's like, yeah, like he struggled. Like, and then Tuma was like, let me give it a listen. And then gave it a listen, and then was like, all right, I'm gonna put it on Rap Caviar, and it changed my life. So I had to meet French to meet this guy, to go here, to go there. So everything connects at the end, and it all makes sense. So really in life, when you're going through some shit you're not understanding, at the end you'll understand.
Yeah, for sure. And everything kind of just like paints a picture, right? That you would have never seen from the beginning.
Everything connects.
It's crazy.
Everything connects, yeah.
And just scrolling down the comment section on that music video, you seem to have a lot of fans from Germany. Would you say your fan base is bigger overseas?
Yeah, my so like I'll do a show in USA, because that's why like a lot of kids from the USA, like on the comments, like our generation, rap, all the shit. When somebody posts me, they write stupid shit like "who?" question mark or bullshit like that. But like, I go overseas, there's 8,000 tickets sold. You understand what I'm saying?
That's
like,
crazy.
I went on tour with Playboi Carti for Europe tour. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's why I love Carti, because Carti was one of the first people to bring me on tour overseas, and that shit changed my life. It changed me. It changed everything forever. Like, bro, Carti bringing me on tour overseas. If Carti never brought me on tour, I don't think my fan base would be as big. I went on tour with Carti overseas, and it changed my life forever, bro. Like, kids still come to my shows and bring up Carti, and they be like, Carti introduced me to you.
That's crazy. That's love right there. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I love Playboi Carti so much. Till this day, like, I love Carti. Like kids who write "who" and stuff like that, I laugh, because some of their favorite rappers couldn't sell 2 tickets where I could sell 10,000.
And I'm sure those checks that come from overseas are way bigger too, aren't they?
Way bigger. You understand what I'm saying? I got paid $100,000 to do a show overseas.
Crazy.
You understand what I'm saying? These rappers out in the States are charging 20 bands, 30 bands to do a show. Like, you feel me? So when people hit me with when these little kids want to be with their SoundCloud link, write "who" and try to come at me, I just be laughing at shit. That shit's funny.
Well, I mean, it also seems like you mean so much to the people from your home country too. Like, we sent you a video of a fan saying he had waited 4 years to say how much you inspired him. Are you like Michael Jackson back home? Like,
I mean, you know, like, bro, like, you know, me being from Kosovo and me being Albanian, it's like, you know, we like the I don't know how to say this, bro. We came from the mud, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, we're not regular. Like, we scare people, bro. Like, ask anybody. Like, anytime you talk about my people, it's thorough. You understand? We come from fucking thoroughness. Like, you know, like, we come from the bottom, bro. Like it's really, really, really dangerous. It's really where we come from. We don't play like anybody, you know. And that's not me being me. Thank God. Like I was never like my cousins. I was never like I was the good kid, Mad City. You know, I was never the gangster. You know, but you know, my uncle doing life. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people. There's people. My cousins locked up. Like you know, like. The Albanian mafia, you know what I'm saying? There's Albanian kids that's really, really down. Like you could, you know, Albanians don't play, bro, you know, and I think kids have a connection to me because I think kids have a connection to me because I'm showing them that they can still make music and still become successful without killing or shooting somebody or having to be a gangster and having to do all that other stuff that you know we supposedly supposed to be doing. You understand? So one thing that I think makes people really, really like me is the fact that I'm myself at all times. Even though you know it's like you know they say pit bulls are known for killing and biting and doing all that. So you're finally looking at a pit bull right now that's not doing all that. I'm very friendly. I'm playing with all the other dogs without chewing their heads off. You know, so that's the best way to explain it. I think people in my country see me as a hero because I'm making a difference in their life and I'm showing them that you can come from the mud and still be something.
That there's a way out, right? Like,
yeah, there's a way out. Yeah, you ain't gotta fucking shoot nobody and none of that.
And I'm not sure if you got this question before. I've seen a few of your interviews, but we like to ask all of our guests this question. Who are your top 5 greatest rappers of all time? I want to know your top 5.
Top 5 greatest rappers of all time.
Yep.
Damn.
I feel like we got a lot of the same taste in music. That's why I'm asking you, because I really want to know.
Yeah, I mean, does it have to be in order?
No order.
Okay, so this is not no order.
Right.
Tupac. Biggie.
Okay.
Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Eminem. Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z, Eminem, and Tupac, Biggie, Jay. It can't be top 5. It needs to be more than 5. But Tupac, Biggie, Eminem, Jay-Z, and this is hard because it's always Nas.
Bro, that's my list. That's my exact list. I got Nas at number 5 right there. To me, it's Pac, Biggie, J, M, and Nas. Like not in order, but
that's it. Yeah,
that's yours.
That's my order. That and then yeah, but you know, I wanted to add like from the new school, like Drake runs the new school.
Bro, that's a question I want to ask you right now. Look, I remember watching your Breakfast Club interview, and you brought up Nicki Minaj, right? And then Charlamagne was like, yeah, she's cool and everything, but like, I come from a different era with like MC Lyte and Queen Latifah and all these other queens, and he has every right to say that. But what I was trying to understand is at what point does the new generation outdo the old? At what point does Nicki have to keep killing it for you to put her over Queen Latifah, or for you to put her over Lauryn Hill?
Okay. Drake outdid everybody.
That's another one. That's what I'm saying. How much more does Drake have to kill it for people to be like, all right, Drake's in my top 5?
Yeah, he outdid everybody. Nicki outdid everybody. Yeah, I mean, bro, you know, Joe Budden is one of my favorite rappers. It's gonna sound crazy, but Joe Budden is one of my.
He's a really good fucking rapper. A lot of people don't know that. He's a really good fucking
Joe
rapper.
Budden is one of my favorite rappers, bro. Like, bro. Every time I'm on a plane, I have to play Black Cloud at least once. Like, bro, like Joe Budden is one of my favorite rappers. Like, people don't understand. Like, if I never heard "Pray for Me," I'd probably not make the music I make.
That's crazy. That's
Like when I
crazy.
first came in the game rapping, I wanted to sound like Joe Budden. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
now
Joe
Joe's
Budden is one of my Joe Budden is one of my favorite rappers. People gonna be like, no, what? No. All the kids are like, what? Oh hell no, he lost me. Like they don't understand. Like you don't understand rap music if you don't like. Well, Royce the 5'9" is one of the illest rappers of all time.
Yes.
Like, do people understand that
Yes.
Royce the 5'9" is one of the illest rappers of all fucking time? You have Royce the 5'9", Joe Budden,
Fabulous,
you have
Saha.
Fabulous. Well, I was never the biggest Fab fan.
Okay.
I love Fab, but I was never one of the biggest rap Fab fans.
You got Jadakiss, bro.
I love Jadakiss. Jadakiss is one of the greatest. Joe Budden, Royce the 5'9", Jadakiss, Redman, Andre.
Yeah, Andre 3000, no doubt.
Yeah, bro. Like these are really good rappers, and you know, this is gonna sound crazy, but you can say what you want to say. My new school top 5 rappers, new school, Earl Sweatshirt's in it.
Wow. Okay. Even with his new stuff?
Yeah. Earl Sweatshirt's in there, bro. I love Earl Sweatshirt. He's the only rapper in the new school that can make me listen to his album without any hooks. Listen to his album front to back.
What about Joyner Lucas?
I like him. He's cool. It's cool. I don't know. He's cool. I never really got into it. Like I never really sat there. I was like trying to understand it. It was never my thing. My favorite artist of all time is Chris Brown.
Okay.
So
I can see that.
Chris Brown to me is.
My favorite rapper is Lupe Fiasco.
Oh, that's one of my favorite rappers too. That's actually somebody I listened to. The Cool in high school was my thing. Like that's my thing. Like Lupe Fiasco, I still listen to Lupe. You know, I think if he never got political, he'd be one of the greatest rappers out right now.
I agree.
What was I gonna say?
Chris Brown.
Yeah, Chris Brown to me is better than Michael.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So people are gonna hate me and want to crucify me, but Chris Brown is way more talented than Michael. And Michael to me, I have Michael tatted on my leg. Like Michael to me is Michael Jackson is the greatest artist to ever walk Earth. But I think Chris Brown could dance way better than Michael. And is just overall way like I'm just telling you, like if we had to like put them in a room together, like I think Michael was like the god of all artists, and then I think that Chris Brown could have kept up and probably could have beat him. So yeah, Chris Brown to me is the most talented. To me, is the most talented.
You know, 50 Cent said that, right? And got a ton of backlash for it too. He posted that on his page. He was like, Chris Brown is better than Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I hope I don't get backlash for it, but it's my opinion. It's my opinion.
It don't matter.
It's my opinion. I love Chris Brown to death. Till this day, I still haven't met anybody that could keep up with me in the studio. Because I'm like this. I come in there, I bang out 20 records. Around Chris, I felt like an amateur. Like I've never saw
in the studio together.
Yeah, it was me, him. I think it was me, him, Sid from Hot Future. It was me, Chris, Sid. What's his dude name?
What song was it for?
We was just all working, recording at his house. We were all in Chris's house. It was me, Sid, Chris. That girl, I think it was like FK Twigs or something. One weird artist, like I don't know her name, but what's his name? The rapper. What was his name? What's the rapper name?
Which one?
With the beanie. Well, I wear beanie all the time too. But what's his name?
New school, old school.
New school.
With the beanie, Kid Laroi. No,
he had he had the song with that kid Corday. They're rapping back and forth.
Oh, Chance.
No, the other dude, the rapper.
Fuck, with a beanie. I'm trying to think of rappers that wear beanies. With Corday. Oh, Anderson .Paak. Okay.
Yeah, it was me, Anderson .Paak, Sid from My Future, Chris, and this. I think it was FK at Twigs. I could be wrong on that. It was a girl, and we were all working on music. And Chris was outshining everybody in and out the studio. And bro, I'm talking about Anderson .Paak. Like, I'm sorry, I can't remember his name, but like, that's a talented dude too. And like, Chris is just next level, bro. Like, I think the world's gonna cry, bro. Like, I think the world's gonna cry. Like, one day when the day comes and he says bye to the world, world's gonna see the world, because that's what we do now. Everybody's a punk ass bitch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we don't appreciate people until it's time, till it's over, you know. So I think I'm gonna appreciate him now, and I'm gonna say this to every interview. People might be like, "Don't talk about that," but I don't give a fuck. Like, I put my career on the line for artists like Chris. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I love him. I appreciate him. And every chance I get, I'm going to share it with the world and let the world know that I love Chris Brown. He's my favorite artist of all time. And I'm not going to wait for it to be, oh, he's not here no more, for me to express that. Like, I love Chris Brown. The world needs to love Chris Brown. He's the most talented artist in the world.
And give him his flowers while he's here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly. So that's that.
No doubt. And speaking of the top 5, Diddy officially put Drake in his top 5 recently. Like,
yeah,
which is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, Drake is Drake, bro. Drake is incredible. Drake is one of the smartest, most successful artists of all time, and he deserves it. You know, I think Drake is better than some of those people I named on my top 5.
True. And man,
I just didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings, so I put them on there.
And man, honestly, real quick, I know you come from a strict household growing up, you know, from immigrant parents. I also come from very similar immigrant parents too, very strict household. I just want to personally know, what was your mom's reaction the first time she saw that you got your first tattoo?
She cried. She's still upset. She still gets upset, man. You know, I got my mother's face right next to Lauryn Hill.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I love Lauryn Hill. I can't believe I got Lauryn Hill's face tattooed.
Did you get the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill on you yet? Because I know you wanted to.
That's what.
I thought you were gonna get the album. You okay? Got it.
I got that right there. It's my mom's face, and that's Lauryn Hill right there. My mom got upset, but it is what it is, bro. Like, you know, like, bro, like, you know, tattoos are a way to express myself, and I wanted to do it. You know, I got my first tattoo on my face. You know, I did it as a joke because they dared me, and then after I got one, I got another one. Then before you know it, I just started drawing on my thigh. You know? All these tattoos are just like, these tattoos are just like me drawing and tracing, you know, having fun with it. All these tats, all my.
Did you design a lot of your own stuff?
Yeah, I do all my own shit, bro. Like, you know, I think, you know, it's a way to express myself, and I suggest you don't start. Like, don't start doing it because it's addicting. Yeah. And, you know, I just always wonder, like, what God's going to say.
Do you have any that you regret or no?
I mean, I regret all of them.
Oh, okay. Like, if you could go back in time and not get any tattoos, you wouldn't? Or you?
I would never get no tattoos at all. I think it's the worst. I think it's the worst thing. Because, you know, me, I'm an artist, and it's like making an album. An album is never finished. People say, when is it finished? Like, albums are never done. And my body's a canvas, and I'm always trying to cover it up with all this art. And it's like, bruh, like, get over it. You know, my dad's right here. Like, imagine, like, I got both my parents on my arm. My dad's right there, and my mom's right here. Like, when I'm like I see my parents every time I'm doing anything. I see them every time I'm doing anything. It's like the worst decision. It was the worst decision I've ever made, you know? But yeah, it is what it is, man.
I mean, I actually saw an interview where you said you were gonna get DJ Snake tatted on you.
Yeah, Snake's tatted on me in this arm somewhere. It's like I got this arm, so many tattoos all over. Like, I got so much shit. I got, you know what I mean? I got so much tattoos, but I got my favorite artists on me. You know, I got people I love on me. I got Snake on me. I got
Nice.
Lauren on me. I got Adele on me. I got my mom, my dad.
hmm
You know, things that mean something to me. You know what I'm saying? Michael
Dope.
Jackson, right here. This is Michael. This
You gotta
tattoo.
get Chris Brown too, then.
Yeah, actually, I'm getting Chris Brown with Chris Brown there, so I'm gonna record it.
There you go. You should. And honestly, bro. Last but not least, look, we do a game with every single one of our guests. Um, at the very end, it's called Smash or Dash. Right? I'm gonna give you a list of names. You tell me where you smash or you dash on them.
Okay,
All right, let's get
celebrities.
it. Yep, let's get it.
Okay,
And this is assuming everybody's single, by the way. So don't All right. Jennifer Lopez.
smash.
Okay. Mia Khalifa.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, she's a porn star. Okay.
Dash,
Taylor Swift.
dash,
Kelly Clarkson.
dash,
Okay. Megan Thee Stallion.
smash.
Okay. And and last one is Adele.
Marry,
Mary. Okay.
marry, have kids, live the
Okay.
best life.
You said you got her tatted on you, right?
Yeah, it's the best. It's the greatest.
Dope, man. Dope. Well, thank you so much for playing the game, bro.
Hey, I love
Honestly,
you guys.
is there
Thank you so
anything you
much
want to
for
tell your
having me.
fans out here?
Man, I just want to say, man, thank you to you guys, to my fans. Like, if you're watching this, keep go do whatever you want to do, follow whatever you love, like, and get some sunlight, man. Don't believe the news. Like, saying stay inside, and I respect that shit, but like, without sunlight, you're gonna die. So
Facts.
get some sunlight. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to say too much, but like, yo, stay away from people, but don't stay away from the sun. Drink a lot of water and get into the sun. You need that. You need that.
Facts. And you, like I said, you just dropped a project. What should we be looking forward to in the future? What's the next video? Like,
The future is 1984. Nostalgia in 1984. I have this tattooed on me before the album comes out. I had this tattoo called Nostalgia 84 from back in the day. And I got an album coming out called Nostalgia 84. Nostalgia 1984, where I get caught in the time machine and I make 80s music. And I think it's one of the greatest albums I've ever had in my life. And I can't wait for you guys to hear it. So Nostalgia 1984 is an 80s album. It's coming out in August. And you guys just got that exclusive.
appreciate that.
August is when the album comes out. So thank you guys so much. I love you. Thank you so much for supporting me. Please continue to support me because I love your page. I love the fact that every time I go on there, everything you guys post is relevant and it's cool.
Thank you, man. And what's the significance of that specific year, 84?
1984, when my parents were married, so got married. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So and it's the year of the millennial. Anybody born after 1984 is a millennial kid. So they think everything revolves around them. And it doesn't. So I just wanted to travel time, go back then, and just see how retarded people, see how crazy people were.
Facts. So yeah, man, thanks so much for coming out. You know, we appreciate your time. This has been Quarantine Questions, and I'm your host, ProTheGoat. Stay tuned for our episodes dropping every Sunday and Wednesday on RapTV, and make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future interviews. And yeah, let's give it up one more time for GASHI, y'all. Peace out, man.
Peace.
You can quarantine the body, but you can't quarantine my soul.